All right, so what's poppin', Big Headed fam? We are back with another episode of Big Headed Unfiltered. It's your boy Big Gotti.
It's your boy BZ Mac and the handicapper assassin.
And that's the boy you already know, KVNG Versace.
Off top, man. Hey, man, how y'all week been, man?
You know, nothing to it but to do it. Just trying to handle business.
Okay, what about you, Versace?
Man, everything's been good, man. Been blessed, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. BZ, jump into that news for him. Let him
we
know what's poppin'
get
this
right
week, man.
to it. So y'all ever heard of Dave Blunt's?
Oh, that big dude?
Yeah, he's an upcoming rapper. I think he's been around since like Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Juice WRLD days.
He been around that long?
Yeah, because I just seen him performing at the Juice WRLD Day. You know what I mean? In Chicago, right. They got the Juice WRLD Day. It's been like 3 or 4 years since they've been having it. And he was out there performing on the couch with a respirator. So he's like a big guy. I don't know how much he is. I don't want to disrespect him or nothing.
Oh, okay. You talking about old boy that was at the concert. And he had the thing by his nose.
He's about looking like 500 pounds or something.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, dude. That look unhealthy, man.
Nah, for sure. And it kind of shocked me at first for seeing him do that. But he's got to have a lot of, confidence to even still push through and be out there in front of all these people using a respirator and sitting on the thing. But how y'all feel about that?
What you feel about it, Versace?
I mean, to me, I feel like he's out there trying to do his thing, you know what I'm saying? For somebody that's out there performing and doing what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? You got your respirator on you know what I'm saying? I commend you. You're out there still pushing the issue, you know what I'm saying? Pushing the music thing, you know what I'm saying? And you're still trying to enjoy life, you know what I'm saying? I respect it. Yeah,
I respect it. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, you got a guy, he's pretty big. I mean, he can't breathe that good. I mean, he's an artist, and if he needs air, he needs air. I mean, at least he's out there.
I'm a big boy. I sometimes I be having trouble breathing too. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's sad. Asthma. Yeah, and it's sad to see him because, like you said, if you're getting money like that, you would want to, you know what I'm saying, get it together, but we don't know what issues he's going on behind the scenes or what, you know what I'm saying, why he's overindulging or what his problem is. But yeah, it just gets kind of scary.
when you hear the music, I mean, it's mostly about syrup. So if he drinking a 2 liter a day full of sugar,
that's gonna make you lazy.
He's gonna make you a big
diabetes, all that. But he's a great artist, and that's what I'm saying. There's too many good artists gone too soon.
I was on the same road drinking too much syrup. It had me like 250, 260.
Same place.
You know what I mean?
Face was getting fat, like my eye can't even see out my eye from drinking too much syrup.
Some people lose weight from it, don't even be eating and stuff.
Yeah, some people lose weight from it.
They get real skinny, sucked
takes
up,
your
eyes
whole
sunk
body,
in, all type of stuff.
Takes your whole body.
I never understood it though. When I was seeing people,
depending on the metabolism, like the way your body metabolizes sugar and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's different for every human being.
Because I was right there. I was right there, waking up. Going to sleep with it in my hand, waking up to it in my hand, like
right.
It's a never-ending cycle.
It kind of threw me off though. I seen a lot of the homies, like you said, they got skinnier, and I'm like, bro, how you get skinnier on juice? Like this is full of sugar.
Nah, that's
all.
I
was like, bro, how you getting skinny? But they was like, I don't know if they just was like so addicted to it that they wasn't even eating no food or nothing, just drinking just straight juice. You know what I mean?
Juicing every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You up all hours of the night, you barely eating, and then when you do eat, it's minimal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that what syrup is really just liquid heroin. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So you're really just sipping heroin. You know what I'm saying?
And to me, it's that sweet shit that just kept me coming back and wanting more because it just tastes
because it tastes
candy.
real good. Yeah, it tastes like candy. That's why they call it syrup. You know what I'm saying? It's sweet.
Like you said, he probably gets it by the case loads and boatloads, so it's probably coming in abundance.
They got different flavors now. You know
and his song called "I Can't Put Down the Cup." Remember? I can't put down the cup. So you know that he really, taking it to another level. If you rapping like that, then you taking it to another level.
And a lot of these songs, like you said, you got to be on another level to even make good music like that.
No, that's
and they got to keep staying on that level to entertain these people. You know what I'm saying?
I hear people say that all the time, but it's like after a while, bro, like. That gotta phase out because you're gonna hurt yourself, man. Being drunk in the studio all the time or being coked out or being, off this syrup. After a while, man, that's gonna take a toll on your body, man. I don't know. Like, they gonna have to figure out how to make music sober, bro.
Nah, and another upcoming artist, his name's Skrilla. He said he ain't made a song sober yet. He said he don't even think he can make a song the same being sober. Like, every song he's made, he's been on the influence of some type of, substance.
Crazy. Yeah, it's not like, I know when I do music and stuff like that, like my inspiration comes from, stuff that I've been through or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I can do it sober, but like I know occasionally I'll find myself, when I got like writer's block or something like that, I'll find myself just a little bit more precarious or better with my idealistics when I smoke a little bit of weed or something like that, So
I can understand that.
It alleviates your mind, it calms you down, takes the stress away, you know what I'm saying? And then it opens your mind up to thinking about other things that you don't normally think about because of the fact that your brain is already so repressed from stress or whatever daily life you go through, you're focused on whatever whatever you're going through. When you smoke weed, it relieves all of that from your mind. You know what I'm saying? It allows your brain to drift elsewhere.
No, you escape. And
I can definitely agree with that.
Nah, and since we're on the subject, we got Juice WRLD. He was saying everything in his music, you know what I'm saying? Putting all his pain and everything, all his drug use in the music.
I think Dave Blunt is almost like copying that lifestyle, though. That's why I'm saying, like, sure. It kind of gets unhealthy to
and it doesn't end well.
Mimic that life is like, it's unhealthy for you. That's all I'm saying.
And see, and the thing is too, is also a big part of it plays like some of these people, they want to live that lifestyle. Like with Juice WRLD, he did it because he was really depressed and going through something.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like he was really, but at the same time, he was really helping people, and he was really like changing lives with his music, because his music even helped me when I was going through some of my hardest times, and I listened to Juice WRLD, and it just gave me like the little bit of courage that I felt like I needed to just go on, like push harder, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up, you know what I'm saying? You can keep going. You can make this happen if you want to pursue it hard enough. You keep going and you believe hard enough, you know what I'm saying? You can make it happen.
That's
and
true.
So like I never gave up, you know what I'm saying? And I owe that to a lot of artists. I owe it to like Juice WRLD,
for sure.
You know, XXXTentacion, Trey the Truth, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all
like
know
struggle music.
Do y'all know who Boss Man?
Sure.
Y'all know who Boss Man D-Lo is? Y'all know who Boss Man D-Lo is?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he said that he ain't never did a show sober, and he said he don't think he could ever do a show sober, and it made me think like, damn, bro, like you that hung up on drugs that you can't do a show sober.
To be
you know
honest
what I
with
mean?
you, that's like
I used to feel the same way though.
What's that one where old boy, you know what I'm saying? Him and his girl, they were musicians and stuff like that, and one of them just always they were doing hella drugs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Bro, back in the day, old school
movie,
Nirvana or Sid and Nancy.
Sid and Nancy, a
couple
of them.
Not. I want to say Salt and Pepper, but it's not them. It's like Bonnie and Clyde or something like that.
Who you talking about?
You know the one brother that they used to do old school music and stuff like that, and he used to beat on his wife all the time.
Oh, you
Bobby
talking about
Brown.
Ike and Tina Turner?
Yeah, there you go, Ike and Tina, bro.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of that, because they were so hung up on the drugs
that
it interfered with the music, and it's like for you,
Bobby and Whitney
they relied more on the drugs to be able to do music and stuff like that and go out and perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's the same thing. People want to go out and do the same thing, and it's kind of like repetitive, because like, you know, everybody wants to try to repeat things that, like, you know what I'm saying, that have already happened in past events, but it's a different type of era. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, the end result's going to still be the same.
So you know what
I'm saying, you're going to die.
So do y'all think Dave Blunt is like almost trying to mimic Juice WRLD's habits on purpose, trying to be like that type of
maybe because the fact that he sees that thing right there can be an image that people are interested in, because of the fact that there's a lot of people that are depressed
because
and
it's like
stressed. So after Juice WRLD's gone, somebody has to come fill his shoes. There's got to be somebody that's going to have to come fill his shoes to try to guide people. But see, like, if Juice WRLD didn't want other people to consume drugs.
I think you said it the best though. He was really going through something.
Right.
So so it wasn't an act or a show.
Right. He wasn't out there telling kids to go do drugs and you know what I'm saying, and smoke and drink and do syrup and stuff. Juice WRLD was talking about his life specifically and what he was going through, and it related to other people because maybe those people were already going through a situation of their own, and then they hear his song and they hear his music, and then now they're like, oh my God, there's somebody else out there in the world that relates to what I'm saying. And because
it touched me, like you said, it got to me, But no, a lot of people, they do the drugs and try to keep up with this lifestyle because it's like a little emo trend, you know what I mean? Emo hip-hop type music.
That's a good way to put it.
And they try to drown themselves in drugs, try to keep up with the lifestyle, and they end up a statistic.
And they end up crashing out because they can't, you know, your body can only take so much.
Doesn't ever end well. Like Lil Peep, I'm not saying like Lil Xan, you can only do it for so long, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then you think about like, you know, I seen a lot of friends, you know, crash out over drugs. But I'll say, like, with a person like Dave Blunt, like, what he got to realize is that, man, like, you almost becoming a superstar now.
He's
know what I'm saying?
way too talented.
So I think, like, with all the weight on him, like, it might be smarter to wake up and just get to it. Not a New Year's resolution. None of that. Wake up in the morning and hit the park. You know what I mean?
A little work's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying?
After that, man, you know, go take a shower. You know what I mean? And try to make yourself healthy, because if you can't, you know what I mean, it can only be, you know, bad things that's inevitable for the future for you, because being that big and you got to sit down and perform.
Sure.
Let's keep it 1,000.
No, it ain't healthy.
Being that big, you sitting down and you having to perform, like, you know, that's only going to end badly. You know what I mean? Sure. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that Dave Blunt is going to sit here and, you know, be the biggest star, because it don't even look like the way he breathing and stuff. It don't even look like he gonna make it to the next chapter.
And that's sad to see. But shouts out to Dave Blunt, man. Hopefully he gets it together, man. Gets a grip on it, because he's way too talented, man. and we can't lose another great artist.
No, we can't lose another great. And if there's anything you could do to prevent that,
For
I
sure.
mean, in my opinion, I think you should do that. That's all I'm saying.
And everybody stop encouraging him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Stop
mean?
encouraging the cup. Like if y'all sipping juice, like I see a lot of people say, they putting down the cup. Back in the day, even Mozzie said he putting down the cup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit, even I put down the cup.
if you gonna be drinking and sipping it, don't promote it though, because kids is out here sipping anything. Like they don't even got real syrup.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like
No,
they're
for sure.
gonna get K-rolled or something.
Yeah,
like
they
that,
getting
you know what I'm saying?
K-rolled.
They're gonna be dead.
And that happens way too frequent nowadays.
Really though. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't buy.
And that's what I meant by kids jumping into the lifestyle.
An uncredible source. You know
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't do that
sure,
because
for
a lot of people cutting everything. You know what I'm saying? And this segment too. Matter of fact, I want to say rest in peace, Polo. You know what I'm saying? Because we lost one of our homies. You know what I'm saying? We lost a great.
Close
So
family,
it's like rest in peace, Polo. Because look, we don't know what happened in the situation, but it's like this pattern that's happening in Stockton. You know what I mean?
Young's period.
Young people dying. You know what I mean? And we don't know if it's opiates or we don't know if it's overdosing or whatever. But it's like we got a lot of people that we're losing too young. So I had to say that because.
No, for sure. It's on the same page, for sure.
And you have a lot of people that have like these health issues and it's almost like self-induced. Like we're doing it to ourselves. It's not like it was natural. You know what I mean? God didn't put you on the earth to have this problem.
Because I used to do the same thing. I was like, I thought all these pills and all this syrup was helping me. But no, it was just making me worse. I never got out of bed for 5 years straight. And I was sitting there depressed.
Yeah.
And once I stopped doing pills, I grabbed a grip on my life. You know what I'm saying? I had to get back to it. But, you know what I'm saying? It's different strokes for different folks. So it's
right.
But it ain't easy. If you want to say something like that, though, if we can get something to the viewers,
sure.
It's not really easy, like, to stop doing drugs,
No, it's
right?
not. That's what I'm trying to say.
Especially, like, if you're going through stress in your life, like, and things ain't the way you want it to be, bro. Like, sometimes, bro, like, the only thing, like, when I was going through bad times, the only thing that helped me was drugs,
yeah.
right? And I felt like if I could just escape my reality. But then what I realized is when I woke up out of that, and I said to myself, you know what, bro, this ain't working. You know what I mean? Because I'm tearing myself down more than I'm building myself up.
No,
you know what I mean? That's where you got to take a hold of your life and say, you know what, this ain't gonna work.
And now it's going to take longer to build yourself back up. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you didn't tore yourself down so far.
Sure.
You got to climb all the way back out the trenches. But I think the best way you can build yourself back up, in my personal opinion, a lot of these people that's having these drug addiction problems, is you can go get you a job. You know what I mean? Because you go get you a job, you go to work, and it's like, you build your life around that, even if it's 2 days a week, 3 days a week.
Right.
Build your life around that, though. You know what I mean? And then you figure out you're gonna get around regular people that's not doing drugs like you. First of all, that's number one.
Right, facts.
Because when you in a drug addict lifestyle, what do? You hang out with drug addicts, right?
Right.
So if you get in a workplace where y'all trying to achieve something and have goals and stuff like that, I think that's the first way to break out of it. I mean, BZ, like, in your opinion, a person like you that stopped doing all these bad things, we was talking about Dave Blunts, but I want to jump into this.
In my opinion.
So a person like you that's been through the same struggle, right? Mm-hmm. And you know how to kind of like stop doing drugs.
Navigate through it, yeah.
Navigate through it. How was the way that you
helped
did
me
it?
the most? I was so built on I don't need help. I know it all. Like, I don't need to tell you my problems. But I was like, I used to fight with my therapist, like argue, like, you ain't gonna understand me. And once I started opening up to her, it just all started flowing out. And once I got all that out, you know what I'm saying, I felt way better about myself. And the more I get into therapy, the more I'd open up.
Yeah.
The more of that weight got off my shoulders because I was carrying all the baggages from my fallen friends, from my trauma as a kid, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Trauma as growing up, carrying everybody else's baggage, like trying to help my friends, trying to help them be great. And then they're fighting demons of their own self. So it's like, and I'm trying to carry everybody's weight on my shoulders when I, you know what I mean, carrying mine my own. So it's like, I had to start getting rid of some of that extra weight that was weighing me down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a difficult struggle.
That's
a difficult struggle. I commend you for that, though. I ain't gonna lie.
And I didn't have no patience. Like, I didn't want to sit in this chair. I didn't want to sit still. I was fighting it. Like, it took me so long to sit in the chair. And it was like, you should have been in the chair a long time ago. But it was like, I just kept fighting it, drowning myself. And it was making myself worse. So now it's like, it takes me longer to fight back. Now I'm building myself back like twice as harder. If I would have did this earlier, I probably would have been almost getting out the chair and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you gotta realize your toughness as a person like you, because you in a wheelchair. Like, half of the world, you know what I mean, they don't have to go through it like you have to go through it. You know what I mean? But for you to even sit up here and even, quit doing drugs and start your life over, you gotta commend a person for you like that, because a lot of people, they walking around, everything's great. They homeless in the park, walking, running, all that stuff. And they still can't stop it. But you even being in a wheelchair and seeing that you could bring, some change to your life, that's big, bro.
And now that you say that, it makes you appreciate the little things more. You know what I'm saying? It makes you appreciate life. But it's like, yeah, you got to build yourself up back from scratch, like a whole turnaround.
And that's
like,
why I say
the best thing that helped me, my bad, was
go ahead.
Was the therapy
My
for
bad.
sure. You got to get out. Don't think you don't need help. Everybody needs help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, off top.
Get that stuff out off of your shoulders. Get that weight off your shoulders. Either write in a journal. You know what I'm saying? Write rhymes. Turn your pain into music. That's what I usually do. And it works out. Sometimes it sounds crazy, but at least I got it out. You know what I'm saying?
Versace, how do you turn some of your pain that you have, like you go through certain things in the days, how do you turn that into passion? I mean, it's a hard world out here to navigate.
I mean, for me, it's like, I need the booth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the main things that I've been able to express myself freely without judgment. You know what I'm saying? I get into a booth and it's just me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody around but me and the engineer. You know what I'm saying? And I get in that booth and the walls is behind me, and it's like everything else doesn't matter no more. It's just me expressing myself to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking to myself. I'm telling myself like, this is what I've experienced, and this is my way of freeing that pain from my soul. You know what I'm saying? Is by putting it on these tracks and recording it on these tracks. And I feel like every time that I record the track, a little piece of that suffering goes away from my soul, and it gets turned into something that's beautiful, because
turn your pain into passion.
Right. And it comes into something that's so beautiful that people around the world listen to it and they hear it and they're like, man, like I really feel what you were talking about.
And when
like,
they hear
I've been through that.
And when they hear you, because I'm gonna let everybody know this. When they hear you, when you finally drop on them, they're gonna be like, I ain't know this man was that good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you make some dope music, and you could tell that you turning your pain into passion, no matter
you can
what.
feel the passion.
You know what I mean? In your music, I'm telling you right now, I can feel the pain and the passion. You know what I mean? And if maybe we need to put a little bit more money behind it. I don't know what we need to do, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Facts.
Before you blow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's just keep it 1,000.
Right.
So I'm just gonna keep it blunt, like I said, but like and back on Blunt, I said Blunt, but let's go back on Dave Blunt.
Thank you guys, thank you.
And Dave Blunt's, man, just hopefully he get his life together, man, and he get more successful, man, because and I'm talking about with his thinking, I'm not talking about in his career,
for sure. Right. I'm talking about with his health wise, you know what I'm saying? Just get a little bit on your health, man. You start a little, it works a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Off top, what else you got up for us, man?
First and foremost, R.I.P. Lil Polo, man.
Off top, man. Rest in peace, Polo, man. Sure. He took me down a rabbit hole, but rest in peace to you, man. What else you got up for us, man? We're going to
pivot a little bit, man. So we're going to talk about catfishing.
Oh.
Saying catfishing, not the fishing, not the fish, man. The catfish on the internet.
He said not the catfish,
yes, because there's a lot of catfishing going out there in the world, in the social media world, and the social media world is running the world right now.
Right, it's wild, too.
And there's this guy that he met this girl on the internet, man. And he took her out on a date. And when he got to the date, it wasn't the girl that was in the picture. You know what I'm saying? She used a little bunch of filters. Terrible. And he felt some type of way. And they ordered their food and everything. And he decided not to pay for her food because of what she did to him, man. So how y'all feel about that? What would y'all do in this situation? Shouts out to him,
brother. Look, I'm going to tell you this like this. Just like this, brother. Look, if I meet a girl and she ain't look nothing like how she was supposed to look. Now, I'm not saying I'm shallow or I'm picky or look something like that.
Nah.
But if I order food and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't sharing. I'm not giving you nothing. You lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
false advertisement.
Yeah, not even just false advertisement, bro. Like the fact that you just even lied for the, you know what I'm saying, and weren't trying to be yourself. No, you know what I'm saying? To me,
says a lot.
You know what I'm saying? It says that you're unconfident about your ability, and that scares me because if you're unconfident about your ability to appease me, you're never gonna make it in my world. You're not gonna be able to be around me because I expect something. I expect a lot out of my female. You know what I'm saying? And I expect her to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That I deem worthy of even being in my presence. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't stand up to my you know the way I look or view my idealistics, you know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna sink. You know
but
I don't be able to swim with the shark.
I don't understand why dude in the first place, right? I don't understand why he even ate the dinner if she looked different. You know what I mean? Why did he even sit there and eat dinner and make her pay for a meal? I think he was out of pocket because if she wasn't who she said when she walked up and she sat down at that table, right? The best thing you could probably do here, put this. Let me use that. The best thing you could probably do is just be like, man, you lied to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to talk to you. You know what I mean? And just leave it at that. Like, there's no point in you. How do you put that? entertaining her
for
for
sure.
any amount of time.
What you gonna say? Nah, I gotta or make up something. I gotta go or something. You know what I'm saying?
No, you could just be honest. See, the problem with the world is they not honest.
I would have did the same thing. Though,
like for you to have to hide behind
Facts.
a photo image, right, of somebody else that isn't you, right, just to present yourself to a person that you like or you have a crush on.
Yeah.
That's a red flag right there, just because of the fact that like. Why do you have to hide for it? Like if you say you like somebody, you know what I'm saying, and if you be yourself, you might just have the opportunity to be with him. He might just like you just because you was real. It didn't have to be about like, you know what I'm saying, looks or anything like that. It was just the fact that you was an honest, genuine person. You know what I'm saying? Like not everything is always built around looks. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a man values the quality of a woman.
Not nothing is built around looks. I'm gonna say that to you though. These days, if you trying to have a relationship and you worried about looks, that ain't gonna take you very far because
that's
these
what
girls
they think it is about though.
These girls can go to the beauty salon and look like a Mariah Carey when they walk out, but when they wake up in the morning, they gonna look like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regular old.
Hey, but like you said, if you
Terry.
can't be true to yourself,
if
you can't be true to yourself, how you gonna be true to me? You know what I'm saying?
She'll be looking like Bugs.
So what are you saying? So are you guys saying because she had to hide behind it? Because she had to hide behind this?
Be accepting of your flaws, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just that, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't lie. Stop trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, lie.
So if she a bigger bone girl, I
like big bone women. I like big girls.
It happens all the time, though.
That's facts.
I don't mind
it happens with guys, too, though. It happens with guys.
Guys do it.
Yeah, it happens with guys
Men
too.
do it too, but like those are like weirdos though. Like you're a weirdo for doing stuff.
No,
like
he's
that.
right.
Like, those
are.
But
like, girls, I can expect it. Guys, like you said, that's some weird shit. Girls, I can expect.
Girls, it's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to hide, bro?
I got guys.
Because if you a bigger girl, like he said, come on, tell me you a bigger girl. You know what I'm saying?
Just tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what I'm into. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you ugly, can I say it like that?
Right,
even if you is ugly,
yeah,
like,
be okay with it. We all
because somebody probably think me and you, all of us at this table,
that's
ugly.
What I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So everybody got their own opinions, but I feel what you mean. Kind of like keep it real. But the thing is too, like girls gotta understand and guys gotta understand, man. Be yourself. You know what I mean?
At least if you ugly, you know what I'm saying. At least come with some money. That's gonna make it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? You got some bread.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody gonna be mad at you.
Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you if you got some bread.
If you got bread and you ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just your way. You know what I'm saying? Stop hiding behind the pictures. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Like you said, ain't nobody gonna be mad at you.
Catfishing out there, man. Quick catfishing.
Here, use this. We dropped the lighter. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you if you ugly. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you if you big bone. Ain't nobody gonna be ugly or mad at none of that. Like to me, just be yourself. Like you know what I mean. And I think that's the best thing you could be because a lot of people, when you lie to them, then they don't want to pay for your dinner. I mean, I you know what? I commend the brother. If I can say this, I commend bruh for even sitting down and having the meal with her.
Right, facts.
Right, because he didn't even have to have the meal.
He didn't have to go that far, like you said. He could have stopped at the door, like I gotta go. Sorry.
He'd have been like, "Oh my God, you are not the picture."
Go, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go shit or something.
Yeah, and then he could have dipped out, like you are not the picture, sister. You know what I mean?
So she would have walked up to me and sat down at the table. I would have got up right real quick. You know what I'm saying? But like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Hey, but see me, not judging people by looks. I'd have been like, maybe she's smart. You know what I mean? Or maybe she, you know what I mean? Maybe she got.
I probably would have entertained it for a little bit just to see.
I'm not the type of person, and I'm not even looking for no women. I'm just saying, like in this person's situation, you got to make sure you look at it as how it needs to be looked at. Like, bro, maybe you could have got something else out of her instead of doing her dirty and not paying for a meal. That's all I'm saying. Sure. You could have got
That's petty. It is petty as fuck.
Yeah, you could have had to respect.
She was out in the street crying and shit. Like, I'm not a broke bitch. No. She still didn't pay for her stuff though. He had to pay for it, and he's like,
I think he should have paid for it.
Yeah, the waiter's.
If you want to say on the women, if you want me to defend the women,
yeah, the dude was like, dude, can you just pay for the meal and quit this fiasco? The waiter dude.
Yeah, if you want me,
he's like, just pay for it while you're over here making a big deal about it.
If y'all want me to defend the woman on this one, I will say that. Yeah, man, he should have paid for that meal because you didn't have to even eat with her. You know what I mean? You could have just got up like we talked about. So it's on you, bro.
Dropped a couple dollars on the table, you know what I'm saying, and left, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to, stay there, and then you just could have dropped the dollars, pay for the food.
Hey, to be honest, that's bruh problem. Matter of fact, that's
his own problem, you know what I'm saying?
He just tried to make it a spectacle. He's a put her on camera, put her on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Make her look a fool.
And I think that's
probably going to backfire.
That's why I just don't internet date, you know? I like to meet my human beings in real life, so I know that you're a real person, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's dirty anyways to even do anybody like that. Like that's boosie, bro. Like, you don't need to make her look no type of way because what she look like or what. Like, bro, just keep it 100. Keep it solid with her.
Right, yeah, he didn't have to disrespect the female or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? He could have just, like, let it go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what else you got up for us, man?
But shouts out to them, man.
Hey, we taking deep, man. We trying to give you advice, man.
We'll be here for that.
A lot of these people, man, they don't give a F about nobody, you know?
Yeah, but people do anything for clout nowadays, man, you know what I'm saying?
Off top, what else you got up for us,
But we gonna keep it rolling. We got Jay-Z, man.
Oh, man.
So what you know about the Jay-Z case? There's a new lawyer came back firing, man.
Okay, so this is what I found out. So I seen the lawyer do a press conference for Jay-Z, and basically he combated every single thing that the person that said they were 13 years old. Let's clarify that. They said they were 13 years old, and then they made an amended complaint and basically said they were 17 and 18. They went up on the age, so they're lying a lot. But one thing I did see them do is I seen them break down where Jay-Z was that night, because he's a celebrity, right?
Right.
So they broke down everywhere, every place he was. Like, he was here, he was there, he did this, he did that, you know, they got pictures, you know. So the crazy part about it to me was, like, these people are over here accusing people of crimes and stuff like that, and then now they got pictures and evidence, you know, to back up that, you know, they were never there. So in y'all opinion, I want to ask both of y'all this question. In y'all opinion, should accusers have to have certain type of evidence in place before they just put a lawsuit on you? Because I feel like it's unfair to because you think about it, the damage has already been done to Jay-Z's name. I mean, what do y'all think, man?
Yeah, I think it's just a money grab from here on out. Like more and more people are coming out the woodworks with this and that, but not enough credible evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now
Jay-Z got good enough lawyer just to break all that shit down.
Right, he's Rockefeller, you know what I'm saying? And when you have that type of power, and that type
you
of
got to
money,
come with a lot of facts.
You're coming with the best of the best, you know what I'm saying, in the elite, you know what I'm saying, world of lawyers and, you know what I'm saying, government officials, whatever, you know what I'm saying, type stuff. But, you know what I'm saying, he has the people to back it up and back him up with factual basis and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't come with the credible information, they don't show me pictures, facts, or any type of evidence that's basically, like, you know what I'm saying, tying me to this crime, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever these people are allegedly accusing me of, then they need to miss me with that, you know what I'm saying, straight up, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's why, you know what I'm saying, like, with certain things like that, like, if people make the biggest mistakes, if they're gonna come and attack, you know, like somebody that's like famous like that, or, you know what I'm saying, try to deface them, or, you know what I'm saying, for actions that they claimed happened, you know what I'm saying, like, they have to sit back and gather actual evidence. They can't just be like some spur of the moment, like, oh, people are coming out, you know what I'm saying, because they're talking about this, now I want to do it too, you know what I'm saying.
I believe that's what happened.
They're trying to tie him to Diddy any way they could.
That's a good way. That's a good way you put it. I believe that's what happened.
Yeah, they're trying to tie him any way they could, man.
And so, just like with that being said, it's like it's difficult to even, like, you know what I'm saying, trust some of the outside sources, because at the end of the day, most of the time, people just want to see you fail. They want to see you fall. They want
a lot of them weren't they from like 10 years and shit ago, like
a lot
1999 and 2000.
If I can keep it 1,000, a lot of it he discredited right there in everybody's face.
Right.
Like, they said it was 13, then they said they changed the name, then they said they was here, then they said they was there, right? So,
but they were probably on drugs at this time anyways too, so it's probably like,
well, they said they were too intoxicated, but it doesn't make no sense. It's not fair for you to say things like that, right? If you were too intoxicated, then you shouldn't be bringing a complaint 20-something years later, because this is 20-something years later.
This is all fact. That's facts, though.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
It don't even make no sense. And then,
like, how would you even get that close to these type of people anyway in the first place?
Like I said, all these people coming out. How would you even get
around these people? You know what I'm saying? If you're just like some basic random regulars from the streets and stuff like that, you know.
They said it was after the VMAs, right? The music awards or something like that.
Awards,
right. They said it was after that. She said she drove about 20 minutes, right? And she went to this house, a white house, and it had a U-shaped driveway, right? But then they discredited that. There's no house 20 minutes from where the VMAs was hosted at. There's no house that's even 20 minutes away from there. So I just feel like, and this is my own opinion, y'all, I feel like if people are going to accuse people of stuff, there should be certain things in place before you could just go public with these things, or else it should be defamation of character. That's
for sure.
That should be a countersuit already.
They could countersue for sure.
Right, yeah, no, most definitely. I probably would have countersued for that, just because that's defamation of character, and it's making me look like, you know what I'm saying, I interact, or I'm involved in some type of sick, you know what I'm saying, ring of whatever, you know what I'm saying, people got going on, you know what I'm saying, and it's just like,
Well,
don't involve me with that.
Because to me, I mean, y'all can say I'm wrong or right, whatever. But to me, you already messed up Jay-Z's name. Right. He's on the news. Y'all saying Jay-Z messed with a 13-year-old, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't, and some people are going to be like, he did it no matter what.
Right. Some people are never going to let it go.
And never, ever let it go.
So do y'all think he's still going to get tried?
I mean,
I feel like the case might get thrown out. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to take time. It's going to take time, but it's probably going to get thrown out.
Bro, that lawyer, Mike Tyson, up there, bro. He was knocking down they facts.
But that's what you got to expect from Jay-Z. High-powered, you know what I'm saying, Jewish lawyer come in and dice them up real good, like so they don't have no fight. You know what I mean?
Right, because he knows how to counter.
Sure.
He knows how to counter.
That's what he does.
But I know that.
That's what he does.
No, I was gonna say he knows how to counter. Basically,
he knows,
you know what I'm saying?
There's no credible evidence.
But the way that they call it is like, you know what I'm saying, it's counter speech. You know what I'm saying? So like he's trained specifically to ask questions that will stump or stumble the key witnesses' statements, you
and
know
the general public,
right? The general public. So that way, like as soon as they make those accusations publicly, or like and it's being recorded off by a clerk. So like when they're recording these things,
they gotta be precise.
If they're not speaking right or proper, you know what I'm saying, then it allows the lawyers to be able to poke holes in their conversation, and they're trained to do that. They're trained to look for anything that doesn't make sense or that will not fit in the criteria of the crime that's being alleged against them.
That's facts.
And they break it apart into little pieces, and then they debunk your shit.
And for her to forget her age was major. Like
that's terrible.
That's terrible.
That don't even look good. Like you can say first you was this age, then you turned to 13. So basically you just wanted to be a minor to make it more serious.
Right. So yeah, I'm saying, so like, I'm saying, because then they can't try to look that far back into the history.
Yeah.
So they just gonna try to roll with it because you're here now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it doesn't work like that. They're thinking they're gonna try to do the Diddy thing all over again and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
and
for sure.
It's not gonna fly.
Because stars like that, they settle. Some of these stars behind the scenes, it costs them more money to fight the case. So they be like, you know what? Let me just settle for $100,000. Right. And some people just think, let me just get $100,000. The lawyer gonna get his little 40%. You're gonna get 60, and everybody gonna walk away happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Jay-Z lawyer ain't letting it go down like that. And I think that you got to stand up for yourself these days, because a lot of people, man, they'll throw you under the bus.
Right. Facts.
For sure.
For real, man. But what else y'all got? What else you got up on you, Pete?
We gonna end it off with, man, toxic relationships.
Yeah.
So when do you think enough is enough in a toxic relationship? I've been in a few, man. I know you've been in a few, man.
Who, me? I mean, shit.
We all been in a few, man.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I can't do nothing but laugh, bro. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Pass it real quick.
I don't know. Like I feel like the world has a whole lot of toxicity when it comes to relationships, but a lot of it has to do with media and and how people view the way that they want to be or their upholdings and stuff like that. But I don't know. For me, I have my own toxic traits that I know. You know what I'm saying, that I habitually abuse sometimes, in my relationship. And I know I just learned to analyze that,
I mean, that's a hell of a way to take responsibility for yourself. You don't hear many guys do that. First of all,
with me, I used to initiate it. I used to like getting beat up and shit thrown at me and shit.
Right.
I don't know why. Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I was like, yeah, but it wasn't healthy for sure.
Right.
I got toxic traits. If you want to do that, if we're going to do that, if we're going to go around the table and talk about our toxic traits, right? I feel like my toxic trait would probably be trying to, control everything. I'm a control freak, but I think that I got the best interest for everybody. But I think like this, though. When that
sounds controlling as fuck.
Hey. I think I got
controlling as fuck, but we got the best interest for everybody.
I got the best interest in mind for all of us, though. It's not like I'm just doing this for me, though. It's different.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the same way that I think, and I feel like that's one of the things that women get so defensive about, is because some women want to be so independent that they don't want to rely on a man's help or something like that. But really, all we have is your best interest and what's going to benefit you, because it makes it easier for us to be able to take care of you. You know, if you just follow the simple things that I asked you to do, you know what I'm saying, everything would go a lot smoother, so that nobody would have to, struggle or suffer. But it's me being disciplined and stern because of the fact that I care, not because I want to be an asshole.
No, facts.
I mean, I think that girls make a lot of bad decisions.
Yes, definitely.
I understand what you're saying, but I got to keep it 100 in my point of view. Not every single girl makes bad decisions, but a lot of girls make bad financial decisions. Like they spend a lot of money, right? So I feel like a girl might say that, you know, my toxic trait would be like, oh, you control me over the money too much, or you criticize me over money. But I feel like, what happens if everything goes bad tomorrow? We got to pay in the car break or something. Nails done. Right? or the car break or something, or the world just end, right? And whoever got money is the ones that's going to make it. Right? We can't be blowing it. Right.
She just spent $300 on some nails and shit.
So I think, in my personal opinion, I feel like that could be my toxic trait. But I feel like a relationship, to me, it's over when y'all together and you're not compromising, or this shit ain't working. Right? Let me hit this, blood. Like, or this shit ain't working. Like, we get together, you know what I mean, and we ain't got no common goals. You know what I mean? And we just arguing, and the only thing we doing is having sex.
No,
right?
Facts.
Because that's what a real toxic relationship is. Like, all y'all doing is just arguing every day. Everything's bad. You guys get together, you have sex, and that's it. You know what I mean? You got to be trying to build your girl up. And another thing is, like, if she giving you money, you got to give her money. Y'all got to build each other. Y'all got to
have a savings fund, all that.
And y'all got to have dreams, because if it's not dreams, like, it's gonna become.
It's gonna be nightmares.
Yeah, like if you ain't saying like, hey, one day we need to go to Montana, a couple years we need to go get us a farm, or a couple years we need to do that. Like if it's not that, then it's toxic, because all y'all doing is bringing each other down.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I agree.
Yeah,
I've been in a few of those relationships, and it was just like, this is unhealthy, but it's like the adrenaline rush, like it's weird. Yeah, but I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I grown.
So do you feel like a lot of the failures in your relationship was like you?
For sure. Because I messed up a lot of good relationships, you know what I mean? I had it all, and I still went out and cheated and still threw it all away.
Damn.
See, I mean, it's a little different, because like I never really ever cheated on any of the women that I've ever been with, or none of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I have been cheated on by women, and backstabbed by women, and you know, just dealt with like a lot of things where I felt like I was the one that was making, like, you know what I'm saying, the situation like a problem, but really it wasn't me. It was just the way that they were mentally, because like a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, they hide behind, like, you know what I'm saying, excuses, or
that's facts.
You know what I'm saying, like, try to use some type of like
throw that one out
history,
there.
You know what I'm saying,
but speaking of excuses, you know though, I was off a lot of drugs
that's
too.
That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, like
drugs.
you act out or lash out, you know what I'm saying, when really like that's just the way that you want to be, and you don't want to change, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just the way people are. Some people are like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not willing to see the truth, and then even if they do see the truth, some of them just don't care enough to change.
But some girls go through red flags. If I can say this about females, some girls been with different dudes, right? And you might start doing the same thing that the other dude did or whatever. So now she like, oh, red flag. So now she looking at you the same. But everyone does that. Like, I do that. Come on, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I do that to niggas, females, everything. Like, if I get around this dude and he start acting like how other dude was doing, I'm like, he gonna snitch. You know what I mean? He gonna snitch, and if the police if the police come right now, bro, and he gonna say it's my gun. Like, everything, like, no matter what, I already know, because I can see his character. And I do the same thing to females. Like, bro, like, she's a hoe. Like, the way she's so friendly and so nice to everybody.
With it.
So loose with it. She's a hoe. You know, like,
and niggas be around you fidgety and nervous.
You can tell this been ran through, or, you know what I'm saying, she's fucking been passed around hella times and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. and the last thing I want to talk about before we end this show off today, man, is Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
That's a toxic relationship, right?
So that's another toxic relationship. So Meg Thee Stallion basically put him in jail. If y'all don't know, viewers, basically she put him in jail. She said he shot her, but but she was talking to his friend. He was talking to her friend, right, behind her back. And she found it all came to a head that night.
She was probably getting off on him. So his only defense was to pull out the thing.
He pulled out the thing and started shooting. Shut up! Woo, started buzzing.
That is a big ass female, though. Man.
For sure.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's a big built female
compared to Tory.
No, for sure. He's hella short.
He was short, skinny little
Tory
man.
probably felt like the only way he could defend himself is pulling out the Wally.
Yeah, but I guess
like,
he's
you know
still.
what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let this big old you know what I'm saying, take
I
me
guess
down
he's
like
still
that.
getting at her from jail. I guess he's still getting at her or something, trying to get contact.
Basically,
he
he trying to. She got a restraining order on him. She said she about to file a restraining order on Tory Lanez because he keep bothering her. Now we don't know if
like,
the bothering.
how could you do that? Like,
we don't know if the bothering is like he trying to get at her still,
right.
or we don't know if he just harassing her. But I feel like I kind of believe Tory in a way. I believe that it didn't go that way that night. That's another toxic relationship.
Right.
That's the case of the female telling like I'm not gonna say it's a lie.
I do feel weird about it too, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's
like
a
he's
lie.
just taking the case just so he, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a real one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they
he
said
ain't gonna snitch.
and they said 10, and he
especially
still
over
took
a
it.
Girl, yeah.
If 10 and you still take it, you a real one, bro.
Nah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? I don't know about
most people like, nah, the girl did it. You know what I mean? Or she hit me or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it makes more sense for Tory to just, you know,
take it on the chin.
take it on the chin because he know he was talking to her friend behind her back. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing, and there was the text messages and all that shit. It came out in court, so he knew what he was doing.
Right.
It ain't like he could.
But if they get this, what's it called, restraining order, is that gonna give him more time? You know what I'm saying? So
If he get a restraining order, that could. If he talked to her again, shit, there I said he can get more time. Like later on, like if he try to contact her again,
so what is that, like a non-contact type?
Yeah, he gonna get like violation of a restraining order if he keep doing that. You know what I mean?
So wouldn't he be able to get out in like a year or two for halftime already? Anyways,
Nah, Tory Lanez, I think he got a 10 piece, so he still got to do like.
How much did he do already?
It sounds
3?
sad when
And
you
he
said
took 10 for
I
shooting
think so.
her in the
Yeah,
toe.
it's 10. So I think
That's
he probably got like 3 or 4 in. He still got to do like 6 at least, or at least 5.5 with the 85%.
Right.
Free the
That's
kid
deep.
though. Man.
That's deep though.
That's a lot of time.
Man. Free that man.
Over a girl, over you talking to her friend behind her back.
Right. Like, leave her alone, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
You need to just leave her alone, bro, and find you something better. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Go get one of them weirdo little Kardashians.
Nah, that's how you know it must be some good.
That's what you need to be around. You don't need to be around these hood black females because they're gonna beat you up. They're gonna put their hands on you.
She had.
You need
I
to
think
be
that's
with
what
them.
happened.
Yeah,
I think she put her hands on him.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I don't think he bust him.
I think she put that thing on him. That's why he's still trying
what
to
I
copy.
heard. See, the story.
Could've been an
The
accident,
story
you know
is
what I'm
all flipped around though. The story say that fucking she got the gun and started shooting at the other girl. Or some shit like that. Now I don't know how this shit works. They said the bullet ricocheted, but she said he pulled out the gun and started shooting at both of them. And then the other girl said a different story. So it's so much shit.
But I
it's
can
like,
see the bullet ricocheting and then hitting her in the toe. That sounds about
So, I
possible.
mean, like,
but for him to shoot directly at your toe, like, you got to be a marksman.
or what if she shot the gun like fuck that, boom, and shot on the ground or something.
Shot herself.
right.
That would be stupid. I hope she didn't.
She
shoot
Malibu
herself.
Most Wanted
But
herself.
if they was drunk, facts.
Like I don't think he'll be taking the case if she shot herself.
But if she was drunk, because you know they was probably drunk. This all
Right.
probably happened
For
when
sure.
they was
For
drunk.
sure, coming out of a club or something.
Drunk
like
and
that.
pistols
for
don't
sure,
mix.
for
Mandatory,
sure.
mandatory.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. So we don't
Most
know how it really played out if you really think about it like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when you're drunk, you might pop yourself in the foot.
Right.
You know what
And
I'm
they
saying?
said Kylie Jenner was over there. Remember?
Facts.
Kylie Jenner
man.
was over there, and he's in the pool with both of them.
Oh
After
yeah, see that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's more like jealousy type shit. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Right.
So I don't
After
know.
that, After that, it went downhill, man. But shout out to Tory Lanez, man.
Shout out to Meg the Stallion, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody we talked about, man. This
What
was
a
a dope
fine
episode,
I
man.
just shot
Right.
my foot.
I just shot my foot. Malibu Most
Yeah.
Wanted, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Hey, but until the next one, man, that's your boy Big Gotti.
Yeah, it's your boy BZ Mac and the handicap assassin.
And it's the kid that everybody love. KVNG Versace. We gone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Until the next one, y'all stay safe out there, man.
Let's get it.